Everyone, welcome to my channel, the Nui channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing episodes 13 and 14 of Dynamite Kiss. That's right, we've reached the final episodes of the series. It's very rare for K-dramas to make a sequel, so it's safe to say we've reached the ending. Episode 13 starts with Darim and Ji-hyuk with the fake baby so that they can design their product, and they look so cute together. One of their mothers makes an offhanded comment about their future families, and this leads to our main couple confessing about their relationship and asking the mother's permission to marry. Ji-hyuk's mother is on board, obviously. I feel like she figured out their feelings maybe back in episode 10 when she moved into Darim's house. On the other hand, Darim's mother looks worried to the point that Ji-hyuk notices, and he points it out to Darim, but she dismisses it as her mother's reaction to being caught off guard. Okay, finally we go back to the scene in the office where their baby carriage samples arrive. They see that another company has the exact product released with a different color, and then Ji-hyuk's father arrives and slaps Darim. So it turns out they think Darim is a spy and she fed their competitor the information, and that's how they were able to release their product early. It's not looking good for Darim because they found evidence the information was sent from her computer, and they found her resignation letter. So they are thinking that if she could lie about being married, what else could she lie about? And of course it's his sister and Taeyang behind everything. Ji-hyuk is still investigating, but after Darim has a private conversation with his sister, Darim decides she's going to take the blame, and she lies that she leaked the designs to the competitor, Mom's Joy. Ji-hyuk's sister convinces her that Ji-hyuk's professional reputation will be ruined if the scandal gets out. Not to mention, they might suspect the whole team was responsible and fire all the mothers. So Darim takes the fall to save everyone. And meanwhile, his sister and Taeyang are still scheming. They want the board to get rid of the chairman at the shareholders meeting. And you know, I initially thought she was slightly better than Taeyang, but now I really think they deserve each other. And in the land of our B couple, we have Hayoung, who's depressed after the last episode when Sunyu rejected her again. She actually wants to study abroad so that she can get away. And her mother goes to see Sunyu in June, and it's so cute. She's already giving grandma vibes and scolding Sunyu for scolding June. Darim breaks up with Ji-hyuk. Don't ask me why. Someone needs to explain it in the comments because I also don't get it. She tells her mother about the hospital debt, the loan sharks, all the bank troubles. So her mother decides that they'll sell the house and move in with her aunt in the country. Ji-hyuk tries to go to her house, but everything is locked up, so he goes to Sunyu and he tells Ji-hyuk where to find Darim. But when he goes there, even though he explains how they can clear her name and he wants her to go back with him, she refuses because she doesn't want to be his weakness or something. So now Ji-hyuk stays at the auntie's house and he says he won't go back until she goes with him. And we meet Sang-shik, who Ji-hyuk thinks is his rival, but of course not really. I think even Sunyu might have stood a better chance with Darim than this guy. But this gives us a chance to see Ji-hyuk being petty and funny again, so I'm not complaining. Ji-hyuk and Darim finally work things out, and once he clears her name, she'll be able to return. So when he leaves, he's able to win over even her mother, and she gives him a treat for the trip back. And the episode ends with his sister hosting a press conference to vote basically that Ji-hyuk is dismissed from the company, but then he actually shows up as the episode ends. So he's smiling and composed, so I just know the final episode is going to be amazing. And it was. So episode 14, the press conference, they go back a little bit further back because his father spoke first actually. This press conference and shareholder meeting was supposed to be on whether to appoint Ji-hyuk as vice president of the company. Then his sister stands up and she says Darim leaked the product designed to their competitor. Ji-hyuk was carrying on a relationship with her, knowing she lied about her qualifications to work there. And then she starts in on the father, and she really goes in. She explains how he wanted to cover up for his son, also how he's been abusing Ji-hyuk's mother and had her locked in an institution for years, and has even misappropriated company funds, which is a major one for the board. So the board votes to get rid of them, but that's when Ji-hyuk shows up, and he plays a voice recording that proves his sister and her minions set up Darim. He also has the guy responsible for the fire, and that guy admits that he was paid by Taeyang. So everyone is trying to recover from these bombshells, but Taeyang is like, so what? It doesn't change the chairman's actions. Plus, the board already voted. And that's when Ji-hyuk's mother shows up. The suit she's wearing is stunning, but I only got a clear picture of the back. So she explains that she started the company and she's in the process of ending the guardianship and divorcing her husband. So today's vote is null and void. And as satisfying as everything has been so far, nothing beats the moment afterwards when Taeyang's father slaps him and tells him he'll never match up to Ji-hyuk. In the next scene, Ji-hyuk is driving to Darim, but he stops to buy her flowers, and then he gets run over by Taeyang. Ji-hyuk's sister sees it happen, and even she looks shocked, so he must have been acting alone. Then Darim rushes to the hospital. She and his mother are crying. The music is so soft. And was I the only one thinking they might have killed Ji-hyuk on Christmas? And it's not like it's unprecedented. Didn't the same thing happen in Downton Abbey? But no, thankfully, he's seriously injured but still alive, and his sister goes to the police and acts as a witness. So Taeyang is arrested, and can I just take this moment to say that I called it from the beginning that he was a psychopath? Ji-hyuk's father is in the hospital, and I love that the tables have turned, and it's the mother who's now visiting him with an ultimatum. So she tells him to sign the divorce, giving up the company, and in exchange she'll drop all her lawsuits against him. And he gets angry and he says, how dare you? So she says even though his son is on the verge of death, the only thing he cares about is his assets and his reputation. And that's all that's left of his life. And so that's the price he has to pay. And it's so cold. I love it. So Ji-hyuk spends a month in the hospital. Everyone is visiting him, but mainly Darim. When he finally wakes up, he can't remember anything recent. He still has his memories right up till leaving to go to Jeju and meet Gongwan. And that's right, we are pulling out all the cliches, including amnesia. So since he met Darim on Jeju, he has no memories of her or the TF team. And when she tells him they were dating, he doesn't believe her, and he thinks she's scamming him because she doesn't look like his usual type. What follows is absolutely hilarious, with the TF team working together to help him regain his memories by recreating some of the most iconic scenes we've had between Darim and Ji-hyuk this season. In the end, as funny and entertaining as their attempts were, it doesn't work. Something else I forgot before Jeju is that Ji-hyuk was cynical and he didn't believe in love in the first place. So we've seen him change so much through the series, I actually forgot how he was in the beginning. And I guess in the entire month Ji-hyuk was in hospital, nothing changed between Hayoung and Sonyu, but then on the day she's leaving, she gets a frantic call from him that June is missing, and he asks her to help him locate June because he's out of town. What do you mean though? Who did he leave his son with, and why isn't that person looking for June? I do like the relationship between Hayoung and June, and of course she finds him and everything is okay. But if this is the reason Sonyu likes her, I'll be very disappointed. It makes it seem like he just needs a babysitter. And then Ji-hyuk goes back into his life being alone, but his memories of Darim are coming back. And then you remember Darim's mother was selling their house? Well, Ji-hyuk's mother purchases it for them as a thank you for helping her when she was struggling. She even goes to invest so that Darim can start her own company. And then we're celebrating Christmas with June, Sonyu, Darim, and her mother. I have mixed feelings about all these loose ends being tied. I don't want the show to end. To me, it was perfectly done at every step. So 1 year later, Darim gets a phone call that her sister was spotted in Jeju, so she heads there. Her sister works part-time at the hotel where she went to the party with Ji-hyuk, and it clearly brings up memories for her. The security won't let her in the section of the party where her sister is working because there's a party there, and she's not dressed appropriately. So she puts on the dress Ji-hyuk got for her the last time, and she's able to sneak in. And while she's looking for her sister though, she sees Ji-hook. And someone bumps into her and she ends up kissing Ji-hook accidentally. But this triggers his memories in full. So when she apologizes and tries to walk away, he kisses her and there's even fireworks in the background. And the ring they chose is so beautiful. It's definitely going to be I'm definitely going to be rewatching this show, and I would absolutely recommend this show to everyone. And the ending was especially lovely. We cut to a few years later. Sonyu and Hayoung are dating. Darim and Ji-hyuk are married with 2 kids. There's a dance to close everything off, and the whole cast is there. It's very upbeat, and I'm so happy everything worked out. This show did not disappoint at any step. In terms of the K-dramas I've watched, I would rank it just below My Love from the Stars and Queen of Tears in terms of entertainment. And so, we are done with this series. Let me know your thoughts below. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day. Bye.